Winter is here.
Season 7 started a new storyline, separate from the storyline that had been happening since Season 3. The corruption zones had completely faded away, and a giant iceberg spelled doom for everyone on the island.
We are making our way, ladies and gentlemen, to the iceberg. This is crazy, man.
Anyway, with the beginning of Season 7, our uninvited guests collided with the southwest side of the island, using Risky Grove and completely destroying Flash Factory. Although all names were wiped off, new ones started surfacing, like, firstly, we have Happy Hamlet, a small town for the inhabitants of the iceberg. Secondly, Polar Peak, a large ice mountain containing a castle buried in snow. Thirdly, and finally, Frosty Flights, the headquarters of Expedition, a military faction commanded by Sergeant Winter. What if I told you that Polar Peak never looked like this? What if it looked more like this? And what if there's a monster lurking inside?
Here we go!
Whoa!
Whoa! Oh, what the hell? Oh my gosh.
Look, I can't see.
So you may be wondering, why did the Ice King go to all this trouble? Well, the reason behind that is because he doesn't want a special someone to escape. Let me introduce you to the Prisoner, a mysterious being that controls fire who was locked away in a sad, snowy mountain. Due to the ice continually melting, he was able to escape, and while free, the Prisoner caused earthquakes, creating dozens of fissures around the island and affecting it in a negative way. And this concludes the unique story of Season 7. Blades were one of the new additions of Season 7, being fun to use when you use it and making more when others use it. They could be found in these locations and had 2000 HP. A few of their functionalities include having a turret that overheats when used for too long, a booster that pushes you forward, and being a nightmare. Moving on, we have zip lines. They were a method of transportation that allowed you to get from point A to point B, usually put on high places. They were buggy most of the time though. Next up, we have the one and only, the Infinity Blade. This was the single most overpowered item introduced this season. Once it was picked up, all the stuff in your inventory was dropped, but in return it gave a few special bonuses, such as 200 health and 200 shields, 1 HP per second, 50 HP per heal, and faster movement speed. The blade dealt 75 damage per hit, and you could harvest materials as well as build while holding it. Oh, did I mention it allowed the pro to slaughter the lobby?
He's just breaking it up though. He's not even really fighting players. Oh, this player's gonna get it.
Oh, poor
There
thing.
it is.
Oh, that
That's
was
all
Predator.
him.
No, you're not the Predator, bud. He is. Psalm is a Predator. Another one's going to be right in front of him. Some defense coming through here, but what are you going to be able to do? You're just
Stop
cutting
him.
through the structures, and Uzi falls to the Infinity Blade.
There it is. See, he's looking to break the structures that are connecting these high ground players so he can pick up more elims too from the fall damage.
Gonna get another one here. He's gonna be trapped inside of the storm, though.
Doesn't matter. He can.
Oh my
He
God!
wants to be right now.
That's
He catches
another
someone else.
elimination. He's on a killing spree. Oh
crushing
my
players.
word! He has
There's
picked up
another one.
8 eliminations,
Oh
10
my gosh.
eliminations.
He's a
not
god!
here anymore. This is Psalm's world, and we're just merely living in it.
Oh, the guy fell.
That's
They're all
number
just
11.
falling.
Because he's creating so much carnage.
Here's
He's creating so
another
much
one.
carnage. He got another one, Bizzle. The Infinity Blade is too good. It's so powerful.
He is jumping on every single player here, connecting. Does he need to build?
Finally.
Doesn't even matter.
Finally, the carnage concludes.
This was later fixed.
Got him!
Next item. presents. This holiday-themed object of legend rarity could be thrown to spawn a 1x1, which inside it had epic or legendary loot. Overall, a great addition. Later on we saw the addition of the boombox, an epic item that when thrown would start playing bass boosted music which would destroy builds close to it. The music lasted for 18 seconds, but it unfortunately did not damage enemy players. Continuing further down the list, we have the suppressed sniper rifle. Not much can be said about it other than it has a suppressor. On screen will be shown its respective stats. Moving on, we have the scope revolver. It functions similar to a regular revolver except it has a scope mounted on it. This means when a player aims down sights, they look through the weapon scope, like a sniper rifle. Due to this, the weapon excels at medium and long range combat, but was weak at close range. The gun also fired slow, had a 6-round magazine, and poor hipfire spread. It also had no damage drop-off and can be found in 2 rarities. An item we can all say we love is Glider Readable. The name is self-explanatory and it can be found in standard ways. Something worth mentioning is that this brought a lot of joy to players in the limited time it was in the game. Balloons, stink bombs, and the scope assault rifle were stripped of their epic rarity and changed to rare, with the scope they are being changed to uncommon. Next up, we have the sneaky snowman. Once thrown, it produced a snowman which could be entered by the player. While inside it, you will be able to do anything a normal player could, except looking like one. When a snowman is destroyed, they create a snowball which can be picked up and thrown to deal explosive damage in a small radius. Another item we have to mention is the chill grenade. It can be thrown at any player and cause them to have the frozen feet effect. This causes impaired control of movement, but can result in faster speeds and greater momentum. This effect applies to anyone caught in the grenade's blast. Going fast through these last ones, we have the battle rockets, mid, infantry rifle, mid, and lastly the driftboard, not mid.
Did you forget about me?